Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking something absolutely massive. We're diving into a huge economic shift recently outlined by the GLAD coaching AI community. Their framework completely deconstructs how the landscape of opportunity is evolving right under our feet, and, more importantly, how ordinary people are pivoting to create entirely new streams of online income. Look, if you've been feeling the ground shifting beneath your career lately, you are definitely not alone. But as this material argues, it is time to get equipped, not panic.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The core question presented in the source is simply this: are you ready for 2026? I know, it sounds like it's in the distant future, right? But in the fast-paced landscape of digital business, it's practically tomorrow. The material makes a really strong case that we are rapidly moving away from old frameworks of success. It's really forcing us to ask ourselves if our skills are actually prepared for an evolution that is happening right now, today.
See, a lot of folks still kind of believe that future success relies on the old path. Needing elite connections, a super traditional, highly priced education, or literally decades of experience to get anywhere. But the new rules established in this material paint a completely different reality. The emerging path to success, it really relies on combining three absolutely critical elements: AI, visibility, and personal branding.
Section 1. Visibility is the new currency.
This brings us to a fundamental concept from the text, and it's a real game changer. Being seen online, it is absolutely no longer about vanity. It is a vital economic necessity. The text puts it pretty bluntly. If nobody knows you exist, nobody can pay you. It's that simple. Think of it like this. Today, your content acts as your 24/7 networking system. It's out there introducing you to incredible opportunities way before you ever physically enter a room.
Every single piece of content you put out there builds what the framework calls your digital reputation. Videos, they act like a digital handshake, instantly introducing you to new opportunities. Podcasts and audio content, they're out there building trust for you while you are literally sleeping. People aren't just creating content because they're desperate for attention. They're doing it because, right now, attention is the modern gateway to opportunity.
Section 2. AI as your superpower. Now, we've established the need for visibility, right? But trying to do all of that without burning out, that requires a technological catalyst. And this is where it gets exciting. Artificial intelligence is not a hurdle, it is the ultimate multiplier. It literally enables what they call the one-person company. Just think about this. A single individual, armed with just a smartphone, can now write compelling copy, generate stunning graphics, edit entire podcasts, automate their marketing emails, and launch global digital products. The traditional barrier to entry hasn't just been lowered, it's been completely shattered.
And this is exactly why the source material frames AI as the new literacy. Honestly, treating AI like it's just some passing novelty or a fad is a massive, massive risk. Just as reading and writing were absolutely essential for surviving the industrial age, AI fluency is required to adapt today. It's the key to creating global opportunities and positioning yourself securely in the future economy.
Section 3. The power of relationships. But here's the catch. Technology alone just isn't enough. While AI is the powerful engine driving this whole shift, human relationships are the steering wheel. The material heavily emphasizes a simple truth. People buy trust before they buy products. No matter how incredibly advanced these tools get, your authentic journey, your real human story, matters so much more than robotic perfection. Content is what creates relationships at scale, and authenticity, that is the magnet.
Because of this high demand for real authenticity, the advice here is crystal clear. Confidence is built through action. The text reveals something super interesting. Those succeeding online aren't always the absolute smartest or most talented people in the room. They are simply the ones who stepped into the arena and stayed consistent, while everybody else hesitated and overthought it. You don't need to be perfectly ready to start. You just need to start.
So we are currently at a critical divergence point. On one side, you have the folks who are basically sleeping on this shift. They're ignoring AI, dismissing it as a trend, and the material strongly suggests this group will really struggle tomorrow. On the flip side, you have ordinary individuals actively building global brands and creating income right from their bedrooms using these very tools. And you know what? The gap between these two groups is widening every single day.
Section 4. Claiming your future.
So how do you actually make sure you're on the right side of that divide? Well, the material suggests immersing yourself in an environment of builders to really expand your mindset. And the beauty of this framework is that it is remarkably accessible. It's specifically mapped out for beginners with literally zero tech experience.
It's for creators looking to scale up, small business owners, immigrants searching for global leverage, and everyday entrepreneurs. Let me be clear. You absolutely do not need a software engineering background to thrive here.
The practical focus of the community is all about mastering the real, foundational stuff. We're talking AI tools for beginners, effective content creation, the mechanics of personal branding, and implementing real AI automation into your daily life. The overarching goal outlined in the text is incredibly empowering. It's about transforming your phone from a device used for passive entertainment into a classroom, a production studio, and a global business hub.
Now, for those who are ready to take action and position themselves in this new economy, the source material outlines a very specific next step: joining their waitlist over at gladwaitlist.com. According to the text, doing this secures your spot for access to their community and their brand new book. It essentially provides you with the immediate resources you need to start building these critical digital skills right now.
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a highly provocative thought pulled directly from the text. And it's this: AI is not coming someday, it is already here. The future undeniably belongs to those who are willing to learn and adapt today, rather than just sitting around waiting for 2026 to arrive. So what are you going to do about it? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you next time.